Hello everybody, I'm Mason and welcome to another week of FlixPix. I was pleasantly surprised with the movie selection this week. Let's get started with Stand Up Guys, starring Al Pacino and Christopher Walken. Al Pacino plays Val, a recently released convict out on parole after 30 years of hard time. Christopher Walken plays Doc, a loyal friend to the very end. There's a lot not to like about Stand Up Guys. It's not directed terribly well, and at times it comes off a little bit lazy in terms of execution. At the same time, though, I have to admit that I was immediately drawn in by the chemistry between Al Pacino and Christopher Walken. Here are two professionals who were doing everything they could despite a mediocre script. At its core, Stand Up Guys is all about the end of life and about getting older. The characters are suddenly flung into difficult times and gunfights, brawls, gang warfare, the whole bit. But through it all, Val and Doc seem more giddy than anything else. As they say in the movie,
it's like the old days, isn't it? No, it's better.
It makes you wonder about your own life looking back, and an action movie that also makes you think, well, that has my recommendations hands down. Moving on, I had a bit more of a mixed reaction to Warm Bodies, the latest zombie movie with a twist starring Nicholas Hoult and Teresa Palmer. The best part about this film has to be the premise. The zombie genre is getting a bit stale at this point, and it's begging for some satire. Nicholas Hoult plays R, a young adult zombie teenager struggling with poor social skills. I know the feeling. And as soon as he meets Julie, he is struck with a beating heart that starts off his journey to becoming more human. Even though Warm Bodies has its fair share of comical moments, it left me somewhat underwhelmed. I walked out of the theater thinking it was a good movie, I actually want to see it again, but it just didn't live up to the hype of what I was expecting, the promise of its premise. Personally, it could have used a bit more edge for my taste. It is a zombie movie after all. Nevertheless, two very entertaining movies this week. Tune in next week for more of the latest movies coming your way. For Fox 11 News, I'm Mason, and this is FlixPix.